Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome into another sumptuous Chamber Chats. Ben Buckland with the Chamber Lady. Jody's here this morning. Boy, do we have a lot to talk about. I don't know, Jody, if you have anything coming up to talk about, but we got a whole bunch of, wow, that was good. It happened, and it really was a great event to talk about.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the last time I saw you this weekend, you were like way past knee deep, probably hip deep in fireworks, helping young people's daddies and mamas with fireworks. Did you empty the stand?
We did not empty the stand, but we, sold quite a few. We're in the process now of inventorying to get ready to take them back to Tulsa. So, yeah.
Is that the home of TNT?
They have they have a warehouse and their offices there, but they have multiple throughout, the southern states, I'd say. So, yeah.
Well, their place in Tulsa, it's right there on the interstate, is huge.
Yeah, it's a big space. So, yeah, we we're in the process now. My husband's out there right now counting things up, doing inventory so that we can settle up with them and finish out this season.
And hope there's some change left over for the Broad family.
That's always the hope. We have been doing this since 2020. That's when we started. Of course, before that, my brother-in-law did it for many, many years. And before that, the Hall family did it for many, many years. And so it's grown a lot through the years and every, it's constantly evolving. But we started in 2020 just to help supplement the animals, when we all know what 2020 was, right?
We do. We were measuring our faces for masks.
So anyway, within that time, there weren't a whole lot of event-based. You can do events a whole lot. And so we have event-based businesses. So this was something that we were able to supplement the animals feed bill during that time. And so that's what we have continued to do that as things have evolved. Travel ball in the summer has gotten to be a lot. Like, it wasn't just when we first opened, it was just a few people, but now it's like everybody's doing travel ball, everybody's gone on the weekends. We live in a society of comfort. We don't like to be hot. So we've decided to start closing in the summertime. And so this is what the animals eat regardless of if we're open or not. So we started doing the fireworks stand to do that. So yeah, it helps pay the feed bill.
Well, the boys, as you know, have moved the herd across the road on the south side of the road. There's this nice creek that runs through there. And I've noticed as I come into town, oh darn it, they're not alpacas. What are they?
We have llamas.
Llamas, yeah. The llamas must have in their DNA history, they like water. Maybe not being in it, but they stay next to it. They love it.
I was telling someone yesterday, we had a couple of people come out just for a little backyard tour, and what we were talking about with the llamas, something also that's interesting about them is they're very clean animals. Like, where a cow just goes and plops whatever, wherever they do that. Like, I just feel like I need llamas are very clean and they go in the same space. Like, they have like just a couple of spots in the pasture. And so their excrement is there's a word for you. You're talking about sumptuous, but
we don't have to look this one up though.
Anyway, they always go in the same spot. It's really interesting, and their poo is very great for your garden. Did you know that? Like, the way that the way that it breaks down, it's great fertilizer for your garden.
So, folks, you think you don't learn anything on this show. I know you do. Well, you can just take it back. I mean, there are gems of wisdom. I mean, Rosie has her category. We have our category. Our category is excrement.
So I have a question on that. Like, I've asked this question to people. What's the topic that you know way too much about?
Okay. Okay.
Like the random thing that people wouldn't like. People are going to expect you to know about radio, right, or what broadcasting in some way. People are going to expect that. What's the random thing that you know about? You know way too much information about this thing.
Psychology.
Yeah.
Yeah, psychology. Yeah, yeah. I have a major in it, and was going to, that was going to be my deal.
Okay.
But I had two friends. And I'm not going to give their names. But I'll tell you what made my decision. I had two friends that went ahead and got their doctorates. I did not finish mine. I have a master's. Got their doctorates and went into practice. One of them went into practice to help people. The other one went into practice to make money. And that's what, because the guy that went into practice to help people didn't make any money, didn't make any money ever. And the other guy just absolutely killed it. And I went, boy, no. So,
I always say I know way too much about animal poo.
Well,
and I didn't have to get a degree in that. I just, like being around it since 2012 and yeah.
I think it's valuable information, and you have shed light on something that I now see very clearly. There are 3 llamas that they don't necessarily probably need. It's not maybe in their DNA to stay by the water. That's the place that they picked out. So they're going to be there every day. I see them every day.
Well, and they create a path also. There's like a path that they'll go around, and it's worn down, in the pasture. There's just a little pathway that the animals, they follow so that they don't have to all go through the weeds. They've just worn down this little path, and
it's a great look over there because there's the mommy, daddy, and the babies, and they're just, and they're so contented. I would think that you'd want to take a lawn chair probably because I imagine there are stickers, but you could sit out by the llamas and kind of feel the calmness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a lot of fun to just be out there.
Have you ever wondered with your background in excrement why we don't see manure spreaders anymore at all, ever?
No, I guess not. I don't know.
I don't know either. I mean, is that have we turned that into a handyman job? Surely not. Maybe it's bagged up. Maybe.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, that's your area. Do you think that you could research it and maybe give us an answer next week?
We'll see.
Okay. All right.
I have a few things to do this week too. So I'm not sure if that needs to be in my Google search.
Okay.
But hey, you can go search it up if you want to.
Okay. Yeah.
Google's great.
Now I've been given another task that I know absolutely. Well, I do know something about. Yeah, I'm qualified to do this.
You can do it.
I can do it. Yeah. I can do it. So, what a weekend, huh?
Lots of just fun. I, of course, was stuck. Like we said, I was stuck in the fireworks stand. But I heard amazing things about all the things that were happening here in Alva this weekend. The Little Red Hens Parade was a hit. People showed up, decked out their golf carts, their vehicles. My goodness, Norval went and he's got a red, white, and blue stripe down his vehicle.
With stars.
Yeah, there were animals down, like horses and just all sorts of things. So, yeah, people, bikes were decorated, and then an incredible hot dog feed afterwards in the parking lot of Marshall Funeral Home. And then prior to that was the Cops and Bobbers event at the park. And there was a great I guess people showed up for that. That's what I'm trying to say. And then beyond that, it was a packed house at the pool where they had lots of giveaways sponsored by Blue Peak, and then showing up for the fireworks on Saturday night. Now, for me and my family, what we always end up celebrating in Carmen on the 5th, since we're not in the fireworks stand on the 5th, so we get to celebrate on the 5th. And it was quite the show last night. I don't know if you went or not, but it was a good show.
And well attended, I might add.
My goodness.
Some of the folks I'm associated with text me. I didn't get it till this morning at 2:15 to say that they were pretty sure the show was over.
Yeah, the show, it was a great show. Of course, you know you can't. Carmen is overloaded on that one day where you cannot get a text out, a call out, or anything. You go back in time on the 5th of July in Carmen because we don't have just instant communication. We live in that microwave world where we want communication like right now, and it doesn't. You just go back in time and you just put your phone down because there's nothing for you to do. There's no reason for you to scroll. It just and I kind of like that. You get to communicate with other people
by mouth.
By actually like physical communication, speaking to one another. You get to see a whole lot of people. It's a great place to people watch during that time.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
I have something I want to run by you. It probably doesn't belong in the chamber chats, but it's in my mind and I need to get it out. So send me a bill for therapy or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm watching at the Tacoma fireworks, which is on the 3rd. So I was there and the crowd. So there was this couple. I'm going to say they were 16, 17, something like that. Nice looking guy, nice looking girl. His T-shirt says, "I love sluts."
Oh.
And I'm thinking, you know, she probably has a mother and a father, and surely there is another shirt in your drawer.
Right. I'm not sure that I would be walking next to a guy that had a shirt on.
That you were holding hands with, right?
No, not at all. Not at all.
I mean, that kind of ties you into the whole conversation.
Yeah, that I would not. I don't think I'd participate in that that scenario.
So I don't know. I guess Mom didn't see him come through the kitchen to go out to start the night, maybe.
Just the honk, come on, it's time to go.
Wow. What a piece of outerwear.
Yeah, goodness.
So Tacoma was huge. Terry Booty kicked it off with a prayer, a great prayer, and the way they do theirs, I mean, the fireworks are right up on you. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's active participation.
Yeah.
And makes it, but it's done by the fire station.
Yeah.
So those guys are there, and the trucks are there, and everything. But there's no really attempt to keep it very far away from the crowd. Not that I don't mean that you would get hit or anything. It's just you go, whoa, that's right there.
Right. Now, were you at Winoka's on Saturday?
I was almost. I was there for the. Let me start it with this. Since you didn't get to watch the parade, we have it on YouTube and on Facebook for a few days. We went down and did the parade, got to interview the wonderful thing about this parade is that we were all kind of in it together. Mm-hmm. So unless it was holding things up, it was fine to interview folks and what do you represent? There were some new organizations that were introducing themselves and so on. In Winoka, we gave away Vivian and at Viv's Flowers and Things, Vivian Ramirez and her husband, her brother Lawrence, gave away, I think it ended up 31 bikes into categories of ages, 3 to 6, 6 to 9, 9 to 14, I think. There were tons and tons and tons of kids in downtown. Then we went across to the Elm Park for the Main Street Winoka festivities, and we were set up and were, you can see that on the internet also, at the end of the tug of war, now let me say that it doesn't make any difference what game you're playing. It becomes competitive.
Oh yeah.
And this tug of war, I mean, Winoka has a lot of people that visit it, of course, because of the sand dunes. And strangely enough, there's a contingency in Nebraska that has come to the dunes for a long time. I mean, there's a whole bunch of people from Texas, so on. But I mean, this is, my little brother, may God rest his soul, when he got out of the military, his first job was in, I can't think of the name of the town, but which I should, because the people that I interviewed were from this town, little town in Nebraska, loved to come to Winoka. So there's Nebraska. It just turned out this way. There's Nebraska against the other team for the championship, and the competitive juices did flow.
That's fun. That's fun. I love that. That's like small town vibes.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Sack races, three-legged races. I watched this kid who's going to be an administrator of some probably big organization that helps people, probably. He was in the lower age bracket of the contestants, and his little sister was beside him. She's maybe 5. He's probably 8. His name was Wyatt. I said, Wyatt, do you have a plan? He said, I've got a plan. I said, can I watch your plan? He said, you'll see it unfold. and the starting man said, go. And Wyatt picked up his little sister and ran to the other end in the three-legged race and won it hands down.
That's one way to do it, I guess.
So Jacinda and that bunch did a great job. Really a nice night in Winoka. Now, to answer your question, at the end of the tug of war, the monsoon came.
Oh, did they get to do the fireworks?
Yes, because the monsoon went.
Okay.
But we were out in the trailer that has no top with some equipment that should not have been outside.
Yeah.
So we hauled it, and I did the hairdryer trick throughout the night to try to get all the wires so that they don't have condensation on them. I think we did that successfully. But it was wonderful, and we could then, we're close enough to Alva to be able to see the big fireworks show in Alva.
Yeah, that's great.
Did you do the Alva? No.
I was in the fireworks stand.
You were open till?
We were open till midnight on the 4th, but we went and stood in the Elmaya parking lot and watched it. So
all good?
Yeah, it was all good. So, good weekend. And now what we have to look forward to in the next couple of weeks, not this coming weekend, but the week after that on the 18th is Crazy Days. We've got Crazy Days coming up. Happens every 3rd Saturday of July. So just pencil that in.
This is an annual thing?
It's an annual thing. Crazy Days is the 3rd Saturday. That's typically, I mean, it's been that way for as long as I remember, but on the 3rd Saturday of July, we do Crazy Days, and in that, there's the Crazy Cool Boulevard Cruise that's going to be happening in the evening. There will be bands and music along the boulevard. It's a great time to come set up on the sides of the boulevard and just watch the classic cars go up and down the boulevard. I love that time. It's like, in Winoka, we called it dragging Maine, but it's like cruising the boulevard here, and it just takes you back in time, right?
It does.
I love that kind of thing. Gather with your friends, and a lot of times there's food trucks set up along the way as well, so you can grab yourself something from the food truck or one of the local restaurants and go sit out there and just hang.
And we'll probably have we have had a band out here in our parking lot here across from the monument station or the monument place, and it's kind of a turnaround. sort of. It used to be the turnaround, but then the Walmart and things east of town became much more popular. So most of them run out there and turn around.
Yeah, we typically, if we're cruising, we will turn around in the Walmart parking lot. Yeah, and then earlier in the day, of course, there's going to be shopping all around town. So make sure that you head downtown and do some shopping. Wendy Ford is actually going to be set up downtown during Crazy Days with a few of their vehicles, so you can come and check that out. They've been doing lots of test drives here recently. Of course, either one of our local car dealerships would love for you to come in and do a test drive, and it's always fun to do that. So but they'll be set up on the square with doing some giveaways during Crazy Days. There will be pop-up booths in addition to our brick and mortar businesses, our chamber businesses that will be open there on Crazy Days. So just keep that in mind, that is coming up. That's a great time to start getting ready for, dare I say it, back to school.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We just got out of school.
Yeah, 4th of July happened, and I walked into Walmart yesterday and school supplies were set up. When I was teaching, that's when I would have the panic attack.
Right.
So, yeah.
Okay.
That's coming up. Also, another thing that's coming up soon, it has been announced a save the date for the grand opening and ribbon cutting for the Salt Fork Event Center. That's going to be coming up. I believe the date is August 7th. That's the first. Yes, August 7th. That's first Friday of August. Will be the grand opening and ribbon cutting of the Salt Fork Event Center. They will actually have another event that's happening that day, bringing in a lot of people to town. So if you have been curious, if you haven't been able to go out there yet, now you've got a date on your calendar to go check that out, because it's quite the space.
I should probably ask you this, mainly because I don't know the answer. When does school start?
I'm not sure that I know that answer either.
So, in addition to the excrement, you want me to research when school starts?
I'm sure that I have it somewhere, but I just don't have it off the top of my head right now.
Okay. Well, let me take just a moment here, and you spin your magic wand there. You think you got it in the book somewhere? You're looking? Okay. Take a look. So on the cruise, what we do is we switch our radio station at I think 5 o'clock that evening. It's a kind of an okay, you want to do it now kind of a thing. And we go to all oldies, 50s and 60s rock and roll. And we'll be playing it here in front of the station. We're located just west of the dollar store, just across from the Monument Place. So come by and see us during the cruise and say hi. We had some great stories from people of how you came across that, how you got that car, how you did all of the work on this thing, and how proud of it you are, and how many hours it took, and so on. What a great story. Steve Hickman had one of those, I don't remember the type of it, but it was one of the muscle cars that would absolutely get it done when people were tinkering with things over 400 horsepower in a regular street car. And he sold it. And I'm telling his story here, which is really not nearly as good when I tell it. But he sold it, and he sold it to a guy in Wichita who kept it for, I don't know, close to 20 years, I think. And Steve's sons, Jeremy and Jeff, they knew enough of the guy in Wichita to know where the car was and know that the guy still had it. And the boys said, "Why don't you make a run at that guy and just see?" And sure enough, the guy was of a mind that yes, at a certain price he would sell it. So so Steve has in his garage. I saw it in Tacoma this weekend when I went up with them to see them for the Tacoma, including the Tacoma fireworks. Car's still there. It's a beautiful thing.
Well, everything's available right at the right price.
Yes, but those of us that work without an infinite income have to it has to kind of be in a range, you know.
Well, that's why the other person's gives you the I don't want to sell it price, right?
Got it.
Yeah, we have a story several years ago. It was actually at the car show, and my husband was walking around, and he was telling me, he was like, let's go walk around, let's go see, tell me what car you like." And I was like, I like this yellow. I don't know what it was, but that's my favorite color, and so I really like that. He's like, "What do you think of this white Mustang?" "I really like this white Mustang," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's fine." But he's a Mustang guy. His dad had a '66 Mustang convertible, and anyway, he's like, "Well, I really like this one." And I was like, "Yeah, it's fine." And then he's like, "Well, I hope you like it because I bought it."
Hello.
Yeah, wasn't super happy about that one.
I've grown to love it.
Now we have this Mustang, and so yeah, we have the Mustang. It's pretty. It's nice. It's nice. He loves it. It's good.
I'm seeing in your eyes that you're about 70-80% good on this.
Yeah, still. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. It wasn't the one that I would have gotten. And why did you spend that money without talking to me? Oh, okay. We're not going to go there.
I sense that maybe we've been there, but we're not going to go. We're not going to go back there.
We're not going to go back.
Okay. You got any school openings?
Let me tell you, I cannot find when the first day of school is. Somebody out there knows, and they can, message and let you know. But I will tell you what's happening this week. This week, Alvis Farmers Market on Flynn will be open from 5 to 7 on Tuesday. That's on Flynn Street there in the parking lot of the Woods County Courthouse. So know that is happening on Tuesday from 5 to 7. Wednesday at noon is the Gulp and Gallop pickup at the Northwestern Ranger Football Stadium. That is a summer food program that is eligible for anyone, not within a certain income range, but anyone under 18 is what it says. Pickups are on Wednesday from 12 to 1. This is a great way to just get some supplemental foods and snacks throughout the rest of the summer, and that goes through I believe the first week of August is when, so you can continue to do that for the next month. On Thursday is the community Bible study put on by Steve Ham, who is the pastor of the Church of Christ, the College Hill Church of Christ here in town. And he does this. It's a community Bible study at Graceful Arts. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can go check that out at 6 on Thursday. On Friday, the city of Alva Pool is having a night swim. So that is open for all ages from 8 to 10 p.m. That is that's not a free swim, but it's a night swim. So with your pass or with admission, you can get into that night swim, and that is open to all ages. And then on Saturday, of course, again, we have the Alva Farmers Market on Flynn starting at 7:30 in the morning. And then on Sunday, the Lutheran Church is having a Bible trivia night. So you can test your scripture smarts, gather a team of up to 7, or just come and join another table and enjoy a night of fellowship and friendly competition. That is Sunday night at 6 o'clock, July 12th. prizes, snacks, and great company. All are welcome. Regardless of what church you go to, you are welcome to come check that out at the Zion Lutheran Church on Maple Street. So those are the things that I know about that are going on. Of course, as we talked about, Crazy Days is coming up. The day before Crazy Days, we will have our community coffee. Community coffee this month will be sponsored by Dream First Bank. So that is where that will be on July 17th. But we'll talk about that again next week. So
We will. So let's see, next week is your meeting, and so you can't be here on Monday?
yes, that is correct. Thanks for
Next
remembering.
week, can we be on Wednesday?
I think so. Yep.
Oh, good. Oh, good. I will see you then next Wednesday. And okay, I've got some stuff to look up. But are you responsible for the opening of school date of researching that, or is that me also?
I'll find out.
You will. Okay, good. It's good that we divide our tasks so that we're not so that nobody gets burned out on
right.
on loaded up with a bunch of stuff. So it's Chamber Chats, and it's over for this Monday. We'll see you back not Monday, but on Wednesday. And we now return you to what we laughingly refer to. Wait a minute. Whoa. We may have an answer to when school starts. Now, not high school or whatever, but our producer director, Kay Kennedy, it resonates throughout me that you being not only a student, but the associate SID of NW OSU, you probably are plugged in to when the college starts back.
Yes, I can tell you it starts August 17th is the first day of college, and then the students will start making their way into the dorms on August 13th.
That's just not very far away.
No, it really isn't. That's kind of terrifying. I don't know where my summer went.
Exactly. Well, we got the answer over here, Jody, but I don't know.
Probably the previous week.
We're not terribly satisfied with you. You got new information?
No, I'm just saying if that's the date of the college, then it's probably the previous week that Alva starts would be my guess. But that's just a guess. You
get a guess. You get a guess. It's okay.
That's all I got.
Okay. And now we switch you back to what we laughingly refer to as regular programming.